Today I'm at it again, going on another trip. I'm so excited. I'll finish in yeah, I'll finish in.
Should know better, 'cause you always do this to me. You do this to me. But you stop to play. Later disbelieve that I don't make. And I promise myself it will never happen again. But oh, here I stand, heartbroken and weary.
Quick room tour. It's a simple room but comfortable. There's a TV, small TV. There's the bed, just a simple single bed, carpet, chair, table. There's a bench behind there. Yeah, it's my suitcase. Then we have some cupboards and bathroom area. Yeah, so that's it. Simple accommodations. My accommodations for the next 3 days, 3 nights. So guys, I'm now walking to go and have breakfast. This place is so beautiful. So beautiful and green. Yeah, I'm at Egerton University in Njoro. Very beautiful, very green. Hopefully, I'm here. See, oh, there's a pool. I wonder if we can swim. Nice. Nice. So I'm here for a work function. Pardon my face, I'm tired. It's been a long week since last week. But so I'm here for a work function, so most of the time I won't be able to film. But when I get time to roam around and explore, I'll make sure to take you on with me. It's a walk, it's a long walk, but it's a beautiful walk and it's a beautiful day and I'm loving the weather. I love this weather. So let's go have breakfast. Then I'll chat with you guys later. Okay? How beautiful. So gorgeous. Breakfast. Have some spring rolls, sausages, pancakes, and baked beans. And I have passion juice and coffee. Hi darling, so I've gotten some good time to talk to you guys. As you have seen, I have been globetrotting, eh? Let me laugh. I've been globetrotting in Kenya. What you profess, you possess. You know you have to start from somewhere. So I've been saying I want to travel. Now I'm getting opportunities and they're not planned. I'm getting opportunities to travel around my country and I'm so enjoying myself. Last weekend I was in Nairobi. That was for my YouTube work. Now I'm in Nakuru. This is for work. But I wanted to touch lightly on why I'm here because I have been so challenged and so excited and so motivated and so inspired by why I'm here and what I'm doing. So I want to touch just lightly on it because, of course, it's work matters, and I try as much as possible to separate the two. But I've learned so much, and I'd like to share. I'm here because I'm part of a wellness team in my organization. We are fortunate enough to have a wellness team that works on steering the well-being of employees, be it in matters, let's say financial matters, mental health, HIV and AIDS, cancer awareness, etc, well-being of the employees. And there's one great quote I've learned today: an unhealthy workforce is an unproductive workforce. So I hope that most organizations, of maybe those who watch me, I pray that the organizations you work for have such a committee, and if they don't, I pray that you can actually work towards starting such a, let me not call it a club, let me call it a group or a committee that can be activists of wellness in workplaces. Because you see, if people are not well sound in body, mind and soul and spirit, then they cannot even function well in the workplace and they cannot be productive. Reasons why I share my story, for example, I share it because I want people to learn that things like mental health, it can affect everyone. As those who watch me know, I have been through depression and I've shared about it, and I share about it mainly because, one, it can affect everyone. So we need to shun stigmatization and stigmatization of these issues that people go through in all areas, mental health and other health issues that people go through. We need to shun stigmatization. You need to know that it can affect anyone, no matter regardless of where how you were brought up, by who, it cuts through all ranks. And we also need to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is always hope to get through whatever it is you might be going through. There's so many people going through what you're going through, most probably, and you need to get hope that there are better days ahead. You only need but to fight for yourself, to stand up for yourself, and to know that you are more than what you are going through. What you are going through does not define who you are. So I thought this is my lunch break. I thought I would take in this beautiful scene and also share a word of two of encouragement for you, and also tell you that what you profess you possess. Guys, whatever you are dreaming of, or your goals, please never lose faith and never lose hope on them, and keep on working and praying towards them, because we are starting small. See now, guys, we're in Nairobi, now we're in Nakuru. We are going to go step by step, and we're going to be international soon, my darling. So let us continue supporting each other and growing together. I know I'm going to give you, Monzo, I'm so hopeful. I'm sure there's something so beautiful coming up next, more beautiful than the next. But now let me just take in the scenery. I'm going to be sharing some of the scenery with you guys. Just see, as in trees and plants, and just look, beauty. I am so amazed, and I'm so blessed, and I'm so grateful. And let's continue growing and supporting each other. I'll keep on sharing. Okay, darlings. So darlings, today is day 2. I'm still in Eldoret, Egerton University in Njoro. It's so beautiful. Yesterday I went for a walk in the evening. I wanted to do some filming, but it started raining, so I had to run back to the room, and I was too exhausted. I made some phone calls and fell asleep back. Now this is day 2. I'll take you on.
Okay. Logically, where are we at? So that as the day goes by, tunajua fulani leo siku yake haiko sawa sana, so sitamsumbua sana, ataenda akipik pole pole. So maybe we are just going to do a very quick round.
How? So what you do now, you tally, like your column ya never tally zote.
Zero ni zero.
100 zero zitakuwa zero tu.
Zero hata zikikuwa ngapi, do not change that column. And that's why I said we do it column by column ndio. Tumemaliza.
Yangu.
So
By the way, kila mtu ana interest ni yangu soma huko.
to add, hizo zimetumia.
Uzuri tu tu. Uko na 21.
May have 31.
31. Mimi na wewe leo tunakaa na wewe.
Now, when we are talking about mental health, it is I need to take care of it. When we define mental health, what tunasema in layman's language, it is just thought, feelings, and behavior. That the way you think is the way you will feel. It will be translated into the way you behave. I might sit here and not know what you are thinking about, but your behavior will tell me something about you. I can sit from very far and watch people, and naeza ona huyo mtu ako disturbed. This person is not okay. There is something going on just because of the way they are behaving. Hata hajafungua mdomo kuongea, hajasema anything, but I can read a lot of in between the lines. Behavior. Thank you. Yes, between Eva and Mary is not okay. Si ndio? From our camp, sisi ndio tunakuaga tuko sawa. Si mara nyingi watu tunakaa tunauliza, na huyu jamani inakuaga mbaya naye. By the way, you behave aje? Shida yake inakuanga nini? You see? The same person is looking at you and wondering, who Lydia na yeshi nini? You see? So now we do not have a clear guideline or a clear line yenye tunaweza sema, when I'm here I am normal, when you're there you are abnormal. It is something that researchers hawajaweza kufanya nini ku outline 100%. Today we are going to learn something. It is when we talk about addictions, all these addictions have to do with mental disorders. We've been dealing with ADA for a very long time. ADA is just a component of mental health. Stress management is a component of mental health. But today tunaenda tuone at least the wider scope. Where does it come from? How can we identify it in our workplace? So that we stop stigmatizing others and start looking at ourselves. Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror. If the management, it is not which department, it is about you as an individual. There is so much you are contributing to that negativity that is going on around you. So I'll, because of time, skip. So we have something we call codependence. Codependence is defined as a disease of the lost selfhood. Most of us here are putting on masks. So many masks that sometimes we don't even know, we no longer know, who am I? If I was to ask you to define yourself, who am I? Don't tell me your name. Don't tell me your gender. Don't tell me your occupation. Don't tell me your family. Don't tell me what else? Your material things. You know, just tell me, who are you? Minus all that. The inner self. Can somebody tell us who they are without mentioning all those things that I've said? You. That is why I can stand here and say, I know I am artistic. Why? Because I know the potential within me. Somebody else can look at me and say, but I know I can. So you do not have to define me. I can define myself and I am comfortable with that definition. But as we are growing up, this true self, these capabilities that you have within you, they are distorted along the way. So we get lost. And that is why we are saying the disease of the lost
selfhood.
Because we get to a point where we no longer even know who we are. So now you are in a leadership position. You don't even know who you are. How are you able to know these other people who are working under you? It becomes almost impossible. And when you're looking at them, you're thinking, how ndo wako na shida? And most probably wewe ndo unawapatia hiyo shida. Wewe ndo unawapatia hiyo shida. But it is the base out of which all other addictions and compulsions emerge. It is the mother of all, because when you are not yourself, there is something we call conflict that comes within you. How does it come about? I'll go back to childhood. Mara nyingi when we are talking about, when you come for therapy, huwa tunaenda tunakuuliza, tell me about your childhood. And somebody looks at you and thinks, nimekuja juu ya marriage. Unanirudisha childhood kufanya nini? You know, you want this whole problem solved here and now. But without us getting to the root cause, then we can never be able to help you. Most rehabs are not working. Why? Because you go there for 3 months, you are not yet able to disclose yourself and the problems that you're going through. So you go through the 12 steps, but really, what is it that caused the addiction? You have not dealt with it. So it means even if I lock you up in a rehab for 90, 60, 100, 200 days, as long as I have not dealt with the root cause, then it means ukitoka nje ile gate, you will still pick up your addiction. Because the problem that caused you to go into addiction in the first place is still there. It has not been addressed. Sai hapa kuna mtoto msichana na kijana, wote wanalia, walikuwa wanacheza wakakuja. Sema they are 3-year-olds or 4-year-olds. How do we treat the girl? wakabembeleza, si ndio? Na kaboi mara nyingi tunakaambianga aje?
Wewe ni mwanaume, acha kulia.
Baba wanaume hawalii. That is what we tell them, si ndio? At that age, you know, everyone has the true self, which has to evolve. It has to grow and develop with time. So you have things within you like feelings. From the time a child is born, their trust needs to develop. So kama ulilelewa mtoto na house girl, umemwacha kwa nyumba na kazi zote, they don't have time to deal with this baby. Anafaa afue, anafaa apike, anafaa panguze, ukirudi kwa nyumba unataka upate kila kitu iko packable. So what will happen? Ataacha ule mtoto pale akilia, si ndio? So this child knows that this environment that I am in is not safe. So they have trust issues because they need to connect. They want to feel loved. How do you feel loved? Sometimes they just cry for you to touch them, for you to hold them. But then now they are left, we lia paka saa ile utalala. There's so much that already is going into the unconscious part of the brain of this baby that will come on later on, so many years later, to impact on their behavior. What is a functional family? So many of us here are parents. What is a functional family? Leo ni sisi tu tunajiguza. Ni sisi wenyewe. Hatujaenda huko kwa ground. Not family. Most of us people in Kenya, we think a functional family ni ile iko na baba na mama, si ndio? We throw stones as single mothers so many times, especially on media, social media. Watu wanawatupia mawe sana. But the truth is, a parent with a family with a single parent can be a functional family, whereas a family with two parents can be a dysfunctional family.
True.
Number one, we need to have in that family what we call hierarchy. Hierarchy simply means there should be a head, not two heads but one head. What Kisang was talking about, being in charge. Sio ati unatoka hapa hosepipe, unatoka baba umesema hii hosepipe isipeanwe. Na ibaki kuja anasema nataka hosepipe, watoto wanasema daddy alisema tusipeane, mama anasema toka hapa chukua hiyo hosepipe isipeana. Mtoto anakaa najua hapa kusema si daddy. Mwenye kusema ni nani?
Na mimi.
Mama. You've already passed a message. Number two, they should be clearly defined roles from the beginning. This is my role, this is your role. Number three, we should have rules that govern these families, do's and don'ts. Spoken and unspoken. Kitambo our parents were so good when they were doing unspoken, anakutupia tu hivi macho ukiwa kwa public. Unajua kwisha. Unapiga kona juu, unajua ni kubaya. Number four, we should have boundaries. Parental boundaries, sibling boundaries. That when I am fighting in the bedroom with my husband, nikitoka nje, my children should not know what is happening. Si ati nikitoka, baba akitoka akienda, na mimi nakanyaga nje nasema, nakwambia vile baba yenu amenisumbua, seriously. Na ni kwa sababu yenu tu. Mngekuwa wakubwa, tasijui nilimtoa wapi. Msimuonange hapa amenyamaza. Amenisumbua miaka mingi. Watoto wanakuwa na different perspective about their father. Now, if you are coming from that kind of a family that is dysfunctional, these four pillars are not working. They are not in place. Then as children are growing up, this inadequate parent is going to pass on this inadequacy to the child. So remember, the child is supposed to be developing, si ndio? Ako supposed kukuwa na develop feelings, ako supposed kukuwa na develop emotions, ako supposed kukuwa na connect they learn how to love, how to trust. Now these things will be interfered with by this inadequate parent. Mara nyingi, when you have one parent who is inadequate, they will always project. Umetoka kazini, you don't know how to handle your stress, work-life balance. It is not working. Umebeba hiyo stress yako yote, umeletea nani? Watoto kwa nyuma. Unatupa huku, unatupa huku, unatupa huku. People are wondering, sasa ni nini leo? You know, people are not even happy when you are home. Ukitoka now, they feel relieved. A sigh of relief, like, afadhali. Wakisikia umeenda seminar Nakuru for 3 days, wanasema haleluya. Simba ametoka, angalau tutabreathe kidogo. Si angeenda 1 week. Now all this inadequacy inapelekwa nani? Kwa mtoto. So the environment at home is so negative. What does the child has to do? The child will do what we call introject. They take up all that blame. Ile maneno tunawambia, you are not good enough, I knew you couldn't do it, is as simple as that. Mbona uwezi kuwa kama mtoto wa nani, she's younger than you and you cannot even manage. So all that they try to introject. Wanajiekea ndani. Because now they are thinking, if only I could be as good as, then I would make my parent happy. So they don't see the inadequacy in you. They see the inadequacy in them. So in this process, you're blocking them from developing. They are not developing because they cannot express themselves freely. Akitaka kusema kitu, anafikiria, is it the right thing or the wrong thing? How will mom take it? So as we continue doing that, the true self inaenda ikifanya nini? Kinyamaza. And in its place, a false self starts to emerge of what the outside world wants me to become, not what I feel I should become. So already hapo tumeanza kuweka mask, and they are still children. As you grow up, all these experiences, brain huwa inaziweka like objects. Inaiweka kama object. Mom, bad. Dad, good. Nakuru, bad. You know, they associate it with an emotion. So when they grow up, we'll ask somebody, how was your childhood? People keep quiet kwanza ku reflect. How was your relationship with your dad? Atakwambia, not good. Sindio? Ama, good. It was bad. Because that is what was stored in the memory. As these objects zikiendelea kupile, it comes to a point now where there is conflict. Because the true self has gone into hiding. And there is a false self that has emerged. But because of nature, the true self tries to emerge and not to be submerged. So there is a conflict. How many times do you just sit back and feel empty? You feel sad. You feel lost. For no apparent reason. Hata wewe mwenyewe ukijiuliza vizuri nini nanisumbua leo, you cannot put a finger on it. But you are just feeling empty. Because within you there is a conflict. Most of the time we always want to release this tension that is within. How do we release tension? How do we release stress? Nastaki mtu aniambie meditation kwa sababu hafanyi meditation. Be realistic. Put a finger on it. Exactly nini inanisumbua. So you just want to release this tension. So one of the ways is through addiction. And there are different kinds of addiction. When you talk about addiction, we are talking about alcohol and substance abuse. We are talking about sex addiction. We are talking about shopping. We are talking about internet. All betting. Hizi vitu zote ni nini?
Addictions.
The problem is these things only offer short-term relief. You go have sex, after some time you're feeling, sasa hata nilikuwa nafanya nini by the way? You know, already sasa isha bring guilt. Imesha bring, so it is even making you feel worse than before. So you see, now we are grown-ups. Our inner self was not allowed to evolve. So this conflict catches up with us as we are older. This is where we start going into compulsions. A human being starts to look for gratification from outside. Because the inside is not functional. And as long as we keep looking for gratification outside, then it means we have a problem. Until the time you sit back and focus on yourself, that is the day you will find peace within. Na hakuna mahali penye binadamu anaogopa kukaa ama kuenda kama their own mind. People don't like being alone, si ndio? Unafanya uanze kufikiria vitu zako, you want to run away from yourself, si ndio? You want to engage somebody, wacha ni call nani. You find a distraction very fast. As you're growing up, these things that your parents told you, your teachers told you, the media teaches you, they make you form what we call beliefs. That is why we behave very differently, depending on our belief system. There is something I am confident and I'm okay doing, somebody else is not okay. Where does it come from? Your belief system. So are all our beliefs right?
No.
Are our beliefs right? Spirituality is me connecting directly to my God. I can pray on any other day. Does not have necessarily to be on a Sunday. Why should I keep all the other days unholy and keep Sunday
holy?
I should strive to be holy all the other days. So now I realize there's a difference. But this is a belief that I have carried for so many. If I didn't go to church on Sunday, I would feel, mi leo Mungu amenikasirikia hii wiki, it is going not to be good. So if anything happens within that week, najua
because you didn't go to church.
Because of that
belief.
So there are things we call irrational beliefs. Remember tumesema beliefs lead to how you think. So the way you think and how you feel is going to be seen in the way you behave. Are we together so far? In Kenya, we don't talk much about disorders. We talk about diseases because we can see the signs. But with a disorder, we cannot see it. It is only symptomatic. It is only I who feels, but there is no sign. By the time there is a sign, inakuanga tumehit rock bottom. Utasikia Lydia aliua mtoto wake, you are thinking, what? Kwani alifanya nini? And she was okay. I was with her yesterday. But you couldn't see the symptoms. These irrational beliefs. I will briefly go through it. There are something we call three basic musts. Vitu ambazo zinasumbua binadamu. Three basic musts. Remember, you have gotten to a point where you are trying to look outside for gratification. Most of us, what makes us happy is when I get that promotion. Sindio? If I don't get it, I feel I have put in so much work yenye hawaoni. I have done so much for what? For my family as a man, and most men will always say, my wife does not appreciate. Because when we started in the morning, Dr. Chris said it's good to be appreciated. And that is what every human is looking for, to be appreciated. So we are looking for things. We are looking for people. We are looking for situations that gratify us. Because deep within us, there is a problem.
No problem.
A problem. There is an emptiness that we are not able to fill. Basic must number 1. That I must be good. My performance should be the best for me to get approval. So at the end of the day, everything that you are doing it not because it is what is coming from within you, but because you want somebody else to stand there and clap na seme. Good. If they don't say, how do we feel?
Bad.
Nimesikia mkisema pia champions inafaa wakuwe wanakuwa rewarded, si ndio? Because that is what makes you feel
good.
Good. If you're not rewarded, you are
Demotivated.
If you are being ruled by that one basic must, then it means you will always suffer from disorders. 2 kinds of disorders. Number 1, anxiety disorder. Number 2, depression. So most of us here are not sick because our brains have a problem. Hapana, we are sick because of approval from others. Because all the time we are anxious. What I am doing, are they going to appreciate? Are they not going to appreciate? So it gives me anxiety. If I am not appreciated, at the end of the day, I will do what? I will become depressed. Number 2, the second must, the second basic must, that people should treat me with respect. They should appreciate me. If not, they are not good enough. And that is the true picture yenye inakuja sahi in our country, si ndio? Si saizi watu wanaforce wengine kuwapenda. Watu wanaforce wengine kuwataka. Because there is this emptiness within you that you want to feel. And if you feel it can only, your space too, ni Maria naeza ijaza. And I have worked towards doing that. Everything she wants I'm giving her. And then she does not reciprocate. What do? You get annoyed. There's a lot of rage. There's a lot of bitterness, resentment within you, which leads to violence. You become passive aggressive. You do not, unataka kuvoice, lakini pia utaki kuvoice hiyo kitu, you know. But you are not happy in this relationship. You want to get out, but you do not want also to get out because you think there is also something that you are going to lose. Who told you people must appreciate you?
It just comes.
Eh?
It just comes.
It just comes. Who told you people must treat you well?
It's nature.
It's a feeling. How many people do you treat well? We never treat people the same, but we want to be treated
that way.
Who are you?
Good question.
Who are you? You're special. So is the other person. That massive based is that I should have what I want when I want it.
How I want
it. Truth is, in life you can never have what you want when you want, how you want it. If you don't get it, then it gives you
stress and anxiety.
Gives you stress. It gives you a lot of self-pity. Why can't I get this? Why are always other people
Getting.
and they are not even working towards it? Huh? I think mimi nilirogwa something. Kuna mtu aliniangalilia vibaya. And you go home ushago unaambua ni ule auntie yako. No wonder. Eh?
But again,
we are having anxieties. We are dealing with depression because of these 3 basic musts. The reason that number 1, I should do well and win the approval of others for my performances, or else I'm not good enough. This first belief will lead to anxiety, depression, shame, and guilt. I did not make it. Siku achieve. Number 2, other people must treat me considerately, fairly, and kindly in an exact way I want them to. If they don't, they are not good and deserve to be condemned and punished. It leads to rage, passive aggression, and violence. Number 3, that I must get what I want when I want it. It is terrible not to get what I want. The third belief leads to self-pity and procrastination. Nikiona hii sioni kama nitaipata, then it means I will not work towards them. We say that most human beings have a tendency to make and keep themselves emotionally disturbed. Sisi wenyewe tu. Hakuna mtu mwingine, let's not blame anybody. Sijui it is my husband, it is my wife, it is my boss, it is my parent. No, it is you. They find it virtually impossible to maintain perfect, good mental health unless they clearly and tough-mindedly have the knowledge that this reality, then they are likely to sabotage their efforts of changing. There's something I'm looking for. We say that we all think irrationally from time to time, but we can work on eliminating this tendency. It is unlikely, though, that we can ever entirely do what? Eliminate this irrational thinking. Remember, it is coming from our belief system. Yenye tuliekewa tukiwa when we were growing up. So it is not just something that you're going to wake up one day na useme imeishia hapo. You have to work through it. So every time you are angry, always sit back na ujiulize, by the way, kwa nini nimekasirika? Is it the event? No. It is because the belief I am holding towards the event. Is it rational or is it irrational? Most of the time utapata it is very irrational. So when we are dealing with ourselves, tunasema number 1, we need to find out nimekasirika ni nini imenikasirisha. Because we say that a core belief, it is always attached to an emotion. So actually ni ile kitu ndio huwa inakuwa imetukasirisha. As in, huyu jamaa ameniongelesha aje? I mean, I am the boss. Si ati ni kwa sababu amekuongelesha vibaya. It is the belief that you are holding behind it that, hey, I am the boss. I should be treated with respect. Lakini si ati ni maneno zenye alikuambia. Hapana. But we don't see that. We don't see this belief that is causing us pain, that is causing us disturbance. We see the other person. Na ile kitu yenye alisema ama kitu yenye alifanya. So when we need to activate, we need to do what? To know it is not the event. Think through. Ni nini imenifanya nikakasirika through this? Whatever has happened. Number 2, we need now to realize that belief. Is it real or is it not real? I am the boss, yes. You are my junior. You also have emotions. You can, in an instance, unaweza kasirika and you tell me something that you did not intend to. It's not about that person, it's about me. When you know the consequences, because most of the time tumekasirika, we have anxiety, we have depression, we are antisocial. Kuna watu tumekata kwa maisha yetu because we do not want them, simply because they are not good enough. They did not treat me right. They did not give me what I wanted when I wanted it. They did not give me the approval I needed when I should have been getting it. So it is giving you all these issues because of yourself. You end up slashing somebody, but it is not that person. It is because of your... When we are talking about mental health, it is never about the other person. Number one, it is always about
You.
self-awareness. When you are aware about yourself, why you behave the way you do, then you will live at peace with so many people. Itatupunguzia hizi mashida nyingi tumebeba. Tutaacha kushinda tukisema leo tunafanya awareness ya stress management. Everybody akona capacity ya kujifanyia nini? Stress management. Self. So now, once you have found out the belief, the event happened, you have seen the belief that you're holding behind it, now you need to do what? Now already there is a consequence, you are angry, we need to start disputing. Because we are holding so much within us that is so unnecessary, that is causing us a lot of stress. We need to start disputing. We need to dispute these irrational
Beliefs.
The guy who started this, there's a therapy that we call REBT. The guy who started this is called Ellis. He said that you need to do what? The most important thing is to replace that negative and realistic thinking with a more realistic and adaptive appraisal of the problem situation.
So we're just done for day 2. It was such a productive day, such an enlightening day, such a fact-filled day. I just had I don't even know how to tell you, but I feel so overwhelmed with gratitude to be able to have attended this workshop. So we're just done for today. I couldn't share afternoon activities because it was personal sharing. I also shared my story, and if you have not watched it, it is just there in my videos, my depression story. It is not something I'm sharing as a matter of voyeur, but something that can empower people to spread awareness, to shun stigmatization against mental health issues, to show that mental health cuts across the board, no matter where you were born, how you were raised. It cuts across the board, and also to show people that there is life even when you have gone through mental health issues, or you are still going through. There is life, there is hope. So I hope I hope what I've shared actually encourages you and teaches you. So now it's in the evening. I'm waiting for some of my family to just bond with them a little bit, and then I'll catch up with you later. Okay. Hi, darling. So today is day 3 of my Nakuru trip. It's morning. I'm about to go to breakfast, and I wanted to tell you something quick before I did, because I know after breakfast would be quick to clear the program and travel back to Nairobi. So some few things I have learned, and I'm going to share more, but just a tidbit before I go for breakfast. 1, work towards growing yourself. Do the best you can do to grow yourself, and do your best regardless of others, because at the end of the day, people will always talk. Whatever you do, whether it is something to grow others, or something to grow yourself, or something to grow maybe your organization or your family, people will always have something to say about yourself. So as long as you're not harming anyone, or you're not causing injury or pain to anyone, or you're not doing something deliberately to cause harm to another, always work for yourself and do the best you can do for yourself. Second, don't be afraid to go after things you want. Don't be afraid to go after the things you want. Again, as long as you're not causing harm to anyone or injuring anyone, don't be afraid to go after the things you want. And thirdly, be kind. Be kind. But everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Always be kind. So I'm about to go for breakfast. We'll share more with you later. It's just started raining, guys, so I'm going to be so quick. So we've just closed our event for the past 3 days, and I'm so grateful I got this opportunity not only to sit with the people I sat and share ideas and share ideas and projects, but also just the opportunity to be here and to have this experience. It was so beautiful, it was so meaningful, it was empowering, and I am so grateful and so blessed beyond measure. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I so appreciate this community. We are growing, I tell you that every day. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Tudulz.
Should know better.